Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll test the right side here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Matthews. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the runner takes off to his right. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense here. The linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, the script that this offensive coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
There's QB sneak. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead. Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Has the first down and more. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. The runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Inside field now from the shotgun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Snags the quick throw. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Hands off to the left. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarter.
Breaks into the clear. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Looking for some space. It's Hayes.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught off the deflection. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. He'll throw it now. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the 1st down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the 1st down.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Crosses the 35. Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Now carry here for the fullback. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every...
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Now here he goes. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
And then first down, they go right back to him.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so a really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Penn State.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. But he's got some space here. On the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown. Playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now.
Auburn, 28, Penn State, 10.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. First and 10.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, that one's picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Breaks an open space. He's got the first down and still motoring. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Auburn, 28, Penn State, 10.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. First and 10.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll hand it off. Across the 30. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Has a path to the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial response with his offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PHC is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Penn State, 17.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Hand off to the right side. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Up over the middle, it's Thompson. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll use the ground game here. And the defense able to hold in there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Caught on the outside. It's Simmons. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. And the 8th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And tackled after a small pickup there. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Back to pass. It's Matthews. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd and goal for the offense. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. And the back now goes in motion. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Auburn, as they put 6 more on the board.
What a tough matchup for this defense down inside the 5-yard line against a big tight end. You're so worried about a slant or maybe a fade to the receivers, and instead they go to the big man and he makes you pay.
After the point after, it's a 35-17 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
Down at the 15. And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
1st down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power.
A deep shot to the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Oh, he's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Breaks into the clear. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? To throw, it's Matthews. Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line in a hurry-up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. The Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Breaks free. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Chewing clock with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's going to pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
The back's got it. Tackle made after just a short gain. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And they pick up the first on the ground. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the toss and heads left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. And now the handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here comes the handoff. Great cut there. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And their route is on.
know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
42, Penn State, 17.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. He's brought down to the 37 after a strong return.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
He's hit just before the throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself.
Looking deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's looking deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And it's a kneel down.
Now